Is it time to buy or sell Bit Digital stock? In this video, we will explore Bit Digital in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 8th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any significant updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 2nd of July, 2025, our system has ranked Bit Digital as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of approximately 42.21% since we recommended purchasing Bit Digital just 4 days ago. This equates to an average return of about 10.55% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system expects significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we are currently unable to predict the stock's next movement, as it could take either direction. The stock has broken through a wide and strong upward trend in the short term, indicating an even more robust rate of increase. Should there be any pullback, support is now established at $2.96, a level that may present a second opportunity to capitalize on this upward movement. According to fan theory, $3.82 is projected to be the next potential peak level, which may serve as a resistance point that could prove challenging to surpass on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 48.25% over the next 3 months, with an expected return ranging from negative 16.66% to positive 17.46%. In terms of longer-term projections, our 12-month analysis forecasts a decline of 27.15%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from a decline of 73.96% to a decline of 13.25% over the next year. In practical terms, this would place the future price between 97 cents and $3.24. Our latest daily update for Bit Digital includes the headline, High Volatility in Bit Digital Inc. stock price on Tuesday, which ended trading at $3.74. The Bit Digital Inc. stock price gained 7.47% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 8th of July, 2025, rising from $3.48 to $3.74. It has now gained for 7 consecutive days. Such a streak is not common, and it is reasonable to expect a dip after such gains. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 17.49%, with a low of $3.66 and a high of $4.30. The price has risen in 8 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 61.21% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 43 million shares, resulting in a total of 124 million shares being traded, amounting to approximately $463 million.47. It is important to note that a decline in volume while prices rise can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning for potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $5.74, while the lowest was $1.69. Currently, the price is 34.84%, or $2 below the 52-week high, and 88.67%, or $29.26, below the all-time high on the 4th of January, 2021, when the price reached $33. Bit Digital Inc. has recently made headlines with a significant strategic pivot, fully converting its treasury from Bitcoin to Ethereum, marking it as one of the largest public holders of Ethereum globally. This transition follows a successful equity raise of $172 million, aimed at bolstering its treasury with over 100,000 Ethereum. Investors reacted positively, sending shares up by 18% shortly after the announcement on July 7, 2025. The company's shift not only aligns with the burgeoning interest in Ethereum, but also positions Bit Digital to capitalize on the anticipated legislative developments surrounding cryptocurrency, referred to as Crypto Week in Congress. This legislative focus could enhance the market environment for Ethereum-based operations and encourage further investment in cryptocurrency. In addition to the treasury conversion, Bit Digital's decision to move away from Bitcoin mining towards Ethereum staking and high-performance computing services could diversify its revenue streams and improve its margin outlook. However, this strategy introduces potential risks related to dilution and concentration in Ethereum holdings. In the short term, the stock price has experienced a boost from this news and ongoing investor interest, reflected in heavy searches and analyst optimism. In the long run, if Bit Digital successfully executes its strategic transformation and the rumored initial public offering of its white fiber subsidiary materializes, it could unlock significant shareholder value and further elevate its market position. Overall, these developments suggest a bullish trend for BTBT, contingent on the company's execution and the evolving regulatory landscape. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 21st of January 2025, it was reported that Craig Hallam assigned BTBT a buy grade with an initialize action. On Thursday, the 24th of October 2024, it was reported that B. Riley assigned BTBT a buy grade with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 16th of October 2024, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned BTBT a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 21st of August 2024, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned BTBT a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 1st of July 2024, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned BTBT a buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Bit Digital stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell, while the price-to-book ratio is marked as buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Bit Digital. The Bit Digital Incorporated stock exhibits buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable forecast for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two signals, as the short-term average is above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support is anticipated at levels of $2.76 and $2.53. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, June 26, 2025, and thus far, the stock has experienced an increase of 87.94%. Further growth is expected until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. It is worth noting that trading volume decreased on the last trading day, even as prices rose. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots from 8 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 68 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 3 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages reflects a buy signal from 18 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Bit Digital. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $3.48 and $2.95. With no support from accumulated volume below today's level, the risk is heightened as a drop below the support at $2.95 may result in a significant decline in the stock price. This stock may experience considerable fluctuations throughout the day, and with a substantial prediction range indicated by the Bollinger Band, it is classified as very high risk. Over the past day, the stock moved $0.64 between its high and low, which equates to 17.49%. For the last week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 16.01%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for BIT Digital, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, a pattern of consistently negative PE ratios may signify insufficient profits and could suggest risks of bankruptcy. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 18th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at negative 0.02. It's important to monitor these figures closely as they can have a significant impact on stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for BIT Digital. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upwards swiftly under favorable conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and use volume to guide your exit strategy. On the downside, BIT Digital encounters its first support level at $3.48. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for BIT Digital from multiple analyst sources is a recommendation to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 25th of June, 2025, Pierce Brock Jeffrey conducted an insider purchase of 500,000 shares of ordinary shares with a par value of 1 cent. On the same day, Taber Samir made an insider purchase of 750,000 shares of ordinary shares, also with a par value of 1 cent. Earlier, on the 14th of January, 2025, Pierce Brock Jeffrey bought 20,000 shares of ordinary shares with a par value of 1 cent. On that same day, he also purchased 20,000 shares of restricted stock units. On the 1st of January, 2025, Pierce Brock Jeffrey reported no purchases of ordinary shares with a par value of 1 cent. Based on the 14 most recent insider trades, we have calculated a positive insider power with a ratio of 98.141. Overall, insiders acquired 2,330,000 shares and sold none in the last 14 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $3.62, reflecting a decrease of 3.08%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which introduces significant risk. Currently, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom observed 7 days ago. Is BIT Digital stock a good buy? BIT Digital Inc. exhibits several positive signals. However, we do not consider these sufficient to label it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is more appropriate to view it as a hold candidate, meaning to hold or accumulate shares while we wait for further developments. Upon reviewing the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the stock is currently undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 9th of July, we anticipate BIT Digital will open higher by 160 thousandths of a dollar and commence trading at $3.90. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.